Billionaire and Democrat George Soros betting against the market. That's the latest report that I've heard. What's it all about?
So what's happening here is George Soros has doubled his bets against the S&P 500. This comes on the heels of Carl Icahn also more than doubling his bets since the end of last year. Fought to be against the S&P 500 there for Icahn. So who is right? Is it Carl Icahn and George Soros? By the way, George Soros said gold is the ultimate bubble. He's now taking more positions in gold, George Soros' fund is. So who's right? Is it Carl Icahn and George Soros on the market, or is it Warren Buffett who's going long on Apple, value investor?
Well, tell us, Todd, would you short, no, that's the wrong word to use. Would you bet against the stock market right now, Todd?
I would bet against the stock market by itself, and I would be a buyer of Apple. So I think they're both right.
Okay, Mike?
I would not bet against the stock market. I think we're range-bound right now, but I think there's enough potential good news on the horizon to get us above into new high territory.
Only 52% of Americans own stocks right now. It's the lowest number in decades.
Now,
Why is all that money coming out? I'm not sure. I'm not talking about mutual funds. We're talking about individual stock owners. Stock ownership. The amount of money coming out of the markets right now is remarkable.
You know, that's crazy.
So what does that tell you?
The dividend yield in the S&P 500 is now trending way more than the 10-year on the 10-year bond.
So yeah, it's better
the
deal.
yield is going up for dividends.
No
so
other
there's
game
no other
in
place
town,
to go.
but people, for whatever reason, have been taking money out.
Yeah.
They're very nervous, I think.
They are.
Maybe about the election.
Yes.
Certainly about the economy. Did you say half of all Americans, adult Americans, I guess,
52%,
own stocks directly, not through a mutual fund, nothing like that. They actually own a share of Apple or a share of Facebook or whatever. Is that right? Seems like an awfully high proportion.
No, I think that would include mutual funds.
It's got to.
Yeah. But the point being is that the traders down at the NYSE are like, what's going on? Think about it. This is the only place where you can get a decent return.
Okay. Mike Murphy, Todd Horowitz, again, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. We do appreciate it. All right.